Alright guys, so today is going to be a good video. We're putting long tube headers on the Ram, so no more hearing the leaky manifolds. You Ram guys, you know what I'm talking about. Last night I went ahead and loaded a whole bunch of stuff because it was raining, has not been good weather. A few things left to load up, we're going to load that up and then we're going to head up to Dad's shop and get started. Here we go, let's get a little cold start. Fixing today. And yeah, let's head on over. We made it. Got Dad in his rig. Got her in the shop, got her on the lift. Now, about to unload all of this. We got long tubes and all kinds of different stuff, tools, stuff like that. I'm gonna get it all out and then show you guys what we got. Also going over a little part view. This right here are the long tubes themselves. We have the gaskets, the bolts, but we won't be using this because I have some ARPs. But I'll get these out when we're ready for them. As you can see, pretty nice. And then if you come over here, we've got the ARP bolts so that these things are not breaking again. Have some clamps for the exhaust, for the ends of them, of the long tubes. O2 sensor, wire extenders, high flow Y pipe, some another bend because I needed an extra. We have high flow cats in here, exhaust pipe, more exhaust pipe down there, welders, stuff like that. But yeah, that's all the parts. We got fans going on it, trying to cool down the engine. And then once it's cooled down, we're gonna get started on it. We got her in the air, start taking wheels off, inner fender liners out, and then we're going to start taking the manifolds off. Set you up on a time lapse and get to work. Show us what we got.
For those of you that are unfamiliar with the way that these Hemis are, the reason for that Hemi tick, the manifold tick, is because the bolts break. Most common one is these ones that are studs for the heat shield. We got lucky here. This one has part of the bolt still sticking out, so we'll be able to extract that fairly easy. Sometimes they break flush with the head and then it's a little trickier. You have to extract it with drill bits or you have to try to weld a nut to it. But luckily this one, hopefully that's the only one. That's where it was leaking the worst. We're gonna start pulling the bolts out, but just so you guys know, that's what causes the manifold leak on these Hemis.
Guys, we got the manifold off in less than 10 minutes and we got lucky. As you can see, that is the only broken stud, so we're gonna work on getting that out so that we can put the new long tubes on. All right, here she is. As you can see, broken clean off. We use this right here. It is an extractor made to do this. Literally just bites it and then you twist it and then it pulls it out of the head. So, yep. Alright guys, as you can see, cats are out. Come up in here, show you what we're working with. We just cut it here because we're gonna have to build a whole exhaust right here. As you can see, everything's out. You just gotta get that one out, it's just sitting there, it's unbolted. And then start putting the long tubes in and then start mocking up exhausts and see how we're gonna route everything. Okay, so you wanna tell us what we're doing here?
I am chasing all the threads with a thread chaser. Do not use a tap, use a thread chaser. And as you can see, it's pulling out some dirt and debris. So I'm just doing that to each one of the holes to clean them up, and then I'm gonna blow them out with air. That way we know that all the new bolts going in are gonna go in nice and clean, and we're not gonna have to worry about any of them cross-threading.
All right, so we've gotten the surface cleaned on everything and everything ready, and here is one of the headers. We're trying to put it in, but we're running into an issue. It is hitting the oil dipstick tube, so we're trying to take it out so that we can fish this thing in there, and yeah. All right, y'all, so it's been a little bit, but as you can see, we have modified the headers because these headers didn't come with the collectors, so we put V-bands on the end, a lot easier. And now we are going to work on putting it up in there. Dad is test fitting the bolts, and yeah. Alright y'all, as I can see, the headers are mostly in. Putting the bolts in now. Come over here. You can see we have got them in, and we have rammed the dipstick through the headers. And then after we get them bolted up, we are going to start building the rest of the exhaust and finish it all up. So after a couple of hours of fighting with them, they are finally installed. Bolts are all torqued. They're installed on both sides, as you can see. But it would not be a long tube header install without starting it open headers. So we're gonna see how that sounds. So now we are going to just start mocking up some exhaust and build the system. right, y'all, so many hours later, we have buttoned everything up, long tubes, built the full exhaust system. Everything's welded up. Everything's good to go. Dad's fixing one last thing. And then we're about to throw the inner fender liners back in, put the wheels on, let it down, and hear it. Right, and after entirely way too long, the long tube headers are installed. If you look in there, you can see them. It is now dark outside, if you can see. But we're going to get a startup on this bad boy now and see how it sounds. Listen, no more leak. Dad's gonna give us some revs.